Hi boys and girls, welcome back for another little math lesson today. We are going today to add numbers 7 through 12. Now I won't be going through every one individually like I did the other day, 1 through 6, because I think you kind of got the idea of how these are all connected the other day. But I will be doing 7 and 8 individually, and then we'll talk about 9 through 12. Also, I'm in a different classroom and I'm echoing a little bit. I came over to my son's last weekend and I looked in his basement and I thought, oh my gosh, he has got a complete blank wall here in his basement. So I came over and I taped up my pictures or my papers, and he's at work today, so I'm going to use his basement for this lesson today because he's got plenty of wall space. Another kind of funny thing, since I'm talking numbers, not really funny but ironic, is when I was in my room yesterday, I took down this from our calendar, and it says 2020, what will the new year bring? And little did we know what 2020 would bring. I think I'm ready to get rid of 2020 and move on to 2021, but I know it's a long way off. So anyway, let's get our numbers, our adding going today, shall we? Okay, we're going to start friends of 7. So at the very top, we're going to say 0 plus, if I'm starting with 0, I need to add how many to get 7? So, of course I need to add 7. 0 plus 7 equals 7. Now, you also notice that I've added a number line at the top. Sometimes that's an easy way for you to just count on. And it doesn't take up much room, but if you start at 0, let's see how many times, let me back this up a little. Let's see how many times we have to hop before we land on the number 7. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had to take 0 hops, or I had to take 7 hops to get from 0 to 7. So 0 plus 7 equals 7. 1 plus, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Let's start at 2. And you see my pattern again. I'm going backwards. 7, 6, 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 plus 5 equals 7. 3 plus, let's start at 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Now, another thing, boys and girls, really, if you learn those 4 problems, you know everything that adds up to 7. Because guess what? These next 4 problems are just the same numbers, but they are reversed. So really, I told you, adding is just kind of memorizing those facts, memorizing those numbers. I'm realizing I'm looking sideways to you. So if you know 0 plus 7 is 7, you know that 7 plus 0 equals 7. If you know 1 plus 6 equals 7, you know that 6 plus 1 equals 7. So if you can think in your brain, I know 6 plus 1 equals 7. So 1 plus 6 equals 7 too. If you know if you know, which one am I on? If you know 2 plus 5 equals 7, okay, turn it around. 5 plus 2 equals 7. And if you know 3 plus 4 equals 7, guess what? 4 plus 3 equals 7 too. So, lots of this, just as you're in the car, at the dinner table, have mom or dad or big brother, big sister say, give me a math problem, and see if you can do the mental math. Even if you have to just count on in your head or under the table, count with your fingers, that's A-okay. I wanted to also show you these problems, of course, go horizontal. They go like a hot dog. I did not show you that they can also go tall, vertical, like a hamburger. So if I say 5 plus 2 equals, look, it's the same problem, but it just goes up and down. 5 plus 2 equals 7. The equal sign is only one line when you're going up and down. Don't ask me why they did that for you, boys and girls. They just like to make you think a lot. All right, let's do some number bonds down here at the bottom for 7. All right, what if I'm going to have my 7 at the bottom, and what if I have a 3? What's my other number that goes over here? I'll bring you a little closer. That would make 7. So look up here. I've got my 3. What's my other number? You got it. If you said 4, give yourself a pat on the back. Let's see. My answer's 7. What if I have a 6? What's my other number over here? I think I heard you. It needs to be a 1. Because 6 plus 1 equals 7, or 1 plus 6 equals 7. 6 equals 7, or 6 plus 1 equals 7. Do one more. What if I have my answer is 7, and what if my number bond here is 2? And sometimes number bonds are not always straight up and down. Sometimes they're all over the place, like those little funny aliens. If my answer is 7, and one of the numbers is 2, what's my other number? 2 plus what equals 7? 2 plus, if you said 5, you were correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, let's move over here to our 8s. Whoa. I've got my Chromebook on a little chair here with wheels. It's kind of fun, boys and girls. I'm not scooting on the floor in my kitchen today. All right, let's do 8s. And I think I'll switch to my purple marker down here. You might hear the washer in the background too. I threw in a load of wash for my son. He always gets a few advantages when Mom comes to visit. All right, boys and girls, 0 plus, let's go up here. 0 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, if we started with 0, we have to add 8 to get 8. 0 plus 8 equals 8. 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 plus 7 equals 8. 2, we started 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 plus 6 equals 8. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 5 equals 8. And 4. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. And again, if you learn these 5, you know all the rest of them too, because it's just the same 2 numbers, but they're in opposite directions. So I'm going to scoot you in a little bit again. All right, so if we know that 3 plus 5 equals 8, we know 5 plus 3 equals 8. If we know 2 plus 6 equals 8, we know 6 plus 2 equals 8. And if we know 1 plus 7 equals 8, we know 7 plus 1 equals 8. And if we know 0 plus 8 equals 8, we know 8 plus 0 equals 8. So again, we know 8 is an even number because you can add the same 2 numbers together to get the sum or get the answer. So 8 is even. All right, let's do some number bonds for 8. Ready? Okay, my answer is 8. What if I have a 4? What's my other number going to be? I think I heard you. If you said 4, you were correct. All right, sometimes, boys and girls, they'll give you a number bond that has the 2 numbers you need to add together. 5 plus 3. And again, you could go 5, 6, 7, 8. Or think in your head. All right? One more down here. Sum is 8. What if I have a 6? What's my other number that has added to 6 to get 8? heard it. I think you said 2. You are correct. 6 plus 2 would be 8. 2 plus 6 would equal 8. All right, I'm going to move on down here a minute. Now, I already have all the friends written for 9. And again, look at my opposites. 0 plus 9 equals 9. 9 plus 0 equals 9. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 8 plus 1 equals 9. 2 plus 7, 7 plus 2. 3 plus 6, 6 plus 3. 5 plus 4, 4 plus 5. So only have to learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Oh, excuse me, 1, 2, 5 of them. And then you know all the rest. Same thing. Oh, let me do a couple number bonds for 9. And you look up there at my problems that I wrote and see if you can get it. Okay, my sum or my answer is 9. What if I have a 7? What's my other number that's going to go with 7 to equal 9? 7. If you said 2, give yourself a pat on the back. My sum is 9. What if I have a 3? Ooh. Sometimes, boys and girls, you can even count backwards, but that's subtraction that we'll work on next week. So you could go 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh. Or you could count on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you said 6, woohoo! Give yourself a pat on the back. All right, 9. What if I have a 9 over here? What's my other number that's going to be on this side? 9 plus what equals 9? If I gave you 9 Skittles, would I be giving you any more for a total of 9? No, I would not. So the answer over here would be 0. Okay, the last one we're going to do is 10. If you really, really concentrate on working on your facts through 10 this summer, that would be wonderful. 11s and 12s are just nice to know because if you ever roll 2 dice, it's nice to know because the biggest number you could get rolling 2 dice, 6 plus 6 would be 12. But if you learn them through 10 this summer, that'd be awesome sauce. All right, ready? We're going to do opposites again. 0 plus 10 equals 10. 10 plus 0 equals 10. 1 plus 9. 9 plus 1. 2 plus 8. 8 plus 2. 3 plus 7. 7 plus 3. 4 plus 6. 6 plus 4. And 5 plus 5. I'm going to write the answer there in the middle because, again, 2 of the same numbers, when they are added together, equal the sum. You know this one is an even number. All right? We see we don't have 2 of the same numbers that can be added together to equal 9. That's why 9 is an odd number. All right, let's do some number bonds for 10. If I have 8, what's my other number that would be added together to equal 8? 8. If you said 2, woohoo to you. All right, 10. What if I have a 6? What's my other number that gets added together? 6. 6. You got it. 4. Okay, this time I'm going to give you my 2 numbers. I'm going to give you 3 and 7. Now, if you see 3 and 7, boys and girls, don't go for the 3 first. Grab the bigger number first because it's a lot easier to grab that bigger number and then add the one that is less to it. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, you knew we were on the 10 family here. So you knew that probably 3 plus 7 would equal 10. But if I mix these all up, remember, grab that bigger number first because it's going to be easier for you to figure out then, okay? So I put a lot out here now. If we were in school, boys and girls, we would be doing these slowly, like one family a day. But since we're not in school, unfortunately, and I threw out 2020, I'm ready to start fresh. All right, thanks for joining me today in my son Brett's basement. So have a great rest of the day. See you soon. Bye-bye.